TechMW.
Welcome back to TechMW. As you can probably see, I have revolutionized the room. We've got all the storage units here, all across the back wall. It looks fantastic. And then we've got the desk here. The room feels very, very open now. You may have noticed the iMac G3, and obviously the title of this video, which might be quite important. This is my 1999 Blueberry iMac G3 with the matching keyboard and the matching mouse that are currently plugged into the 2006 iMac. I have spent a lot of this morning burning CDs only for them to fail. As you can see, they're in the bin, in the hopes that they will work. And I've managed to burn 3 working CDs. Now, what I didn't realize was this won't read CDRWs, so these are out of the question. It doesn't read DVDs, so it'll only read CDRs. In this video, I am going to be trying to install Linux on the iMac G3. Oh yes. Now I have gone for Debian. It's I think 7.11, something like that. I've tested the discs on my iBook G4, not on the iMac G3. So, this might not go very well. This is the first time this iMac G3 is actually appearing in a TechMW video. Oh, it looks absolutely glorious. This is Bondi Blue instead of Blueberry, but whoops. And then that's a normal Blueberry keyboard. Oh, it looks fantastic. Just kind of turn that, to do that. That's distracting. Kind of plugging in our USB. There we go. Okay, thank you for your service, 2006 iMac. You have been fantastic this morning. Let's just kind of move that out of the way. This is a normal amount of cables to have. Like this is standard. I rebuilt my PC into my original case just for the fun of it, and also I preferred a tower design. Let's give this iMac G3 a nice power on and see kind of what we're dealing with here. And this is one of the older G3s, so I can actually power it on from the keyboard, which is pretty cool. So in 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. The light on the bottom here actually seems to be tied into the CRT. Like exactly when the CRT turns on, this goes green. All right, that is the best I'm gonna be able to do with this screen for now. Look at the size of the Finder button. That's my finger. So we are on macOS Panther, although this is going to be going in a minute. We've got a 333 megahertz PowerPC G3, 160 megabytes of RAM, and the best part, the graphics. Wow. We've got an 80 GTC display. Yes. And our 80 GTC display has 6 megabytes of VRAM. I think the card is just so good that they didn't even need to allocate much VRAM to it because it can just do it without the VRAM. I think that's how it works, right? This also has a 6 gigabyte hard drive as well, so it's going to be quite interesting. We are going to get Linux running on it. Now, this is not the slot loading iMac G3. This is the original tray loading one, which honestly, I actually kind of prefer. Those slot loading drives seem to all fail and have trouble pulling in the discs. Oh yes, now that is the seal of quality. Have a look at that. We've got Debian PowerPC Wheezy. We're installing some Wheezy on this Mac. Oh yeah. This is about the best camera angle I can do for this. So, look at the size of this menu. This is almost the size of the screen. That's ridiculous. We've got Welcome to Debian GNU Linux Wheezy. This is a Debian installation CD-ROM. Nice. It's probably a good time to mention that I am not a Linux expert or even basic user at all. I think I tried to install Linux on the 2006 MacBook ages ago once, and that was it. Whoa, okay. TechMW has fixed the flickering problem by turning up the brightness on the camera. There you go. Attempting IPv6 auto configuration. Well, that's just not going to work. This thing doesn't even have Wi-Fi. Use the largest continuous free space. So can I do this and keep macOS? Failed to partition the selected disk. All files on one partition. Alright, we are now on 49%. That's pretty good. First of all, let me get something straight. This is a journal, not a diary. I know what it says on the cover, but when Mum went out to buy this thing, I specifically told her to get one that didn't say diary on it. Great! All I need is for some jerk to catch me carrying this book around and get the wrong idea. Sissy. Punch. The other thing I want to clear up right away is that this was Mum's idea, not mine. But if she thinks I'm going to write down my feelings in here, she's crazy. So just trying to explain to me this and this and that. The only reason I did this at all was I figured later on when I was famous, I'll get things to do, I'll ask you questions. So this was the end. Very good. That's why I shot it. But you've always so smart. Here's what I shall now. Shoot. Like I said, I'm famous one day, but for now, I'm stuck in May. We're getting our stuff from our lockers at the end of the day, and Rowdy came up to me and said, "Want to come over to my house and play?" Select and install software. We're now upgrading software. At the moment, only the core of the system is installed. To tune the system to your needs, you can choose to install one or more of the following predefined... Uh-oh. This isn't good. Installation step failed. I'm going to eject the CD and try disc 2. All right, it didn't like it, so I had to force eject, and now I'm holding it. It just wants to come out on its own now, but it's still reading the disc, so I'll take it. I've got a bootloader installed now, so that should work. I'm going to try and get a desktop environment on this once it's kind of going. I might plug in an Ethernet cable or something like that. So we've got Bleeb login. Nice. Alright, had a little moment of worry there. I kind of forgot that I set my name to Bloib instead of Bleeb, so I was trying to log in with the word Bleeb and it didn't work. There's an instruction that I've been given to try to run this command. Oh. I've run through the Ethernet setup. Now I need to actually get the Ethernet plugged in. There is an Ethernet cable. This is horrible. Oh yes. All right, we've got our special Ethernet line in the Mac. Debian GNU Linux comes with absolutely no warranty. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy stuff. That's working. It's working. Okay, how do I stop it now? It's not stopping. The ping's not stopping. I'm hitting escape. There is stop. Does how? It's working! Well, something's working. I'm not entirely sure what's working. I am getting help on this, by the way. I don't know all of this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea how to input these commands or anything. This is why I don't really get into Linux. Although, this is quite interesting. I'm sort of getting into it. All right, I think we're good. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. Now our network's unreachable. That's just great. Well, I have no idea what's wrong now. The Ethernet just stopped working. It decided it just wasn't going to work anymore. So I've started up the interface now. Hopefully that means we get something. At the moment, though, the CRT's gone off. I need to re-emphasize, I know nothing about Linux. I know nothing about Linux. So now I'm worried. Ugh. Alright. I've been messing around with this for probably 3 hours in total from when I started this. And we are still not in a graphical user interface. No screens found. Well, that's new. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Are we good? I'm very glad to hear it. This is going the standard TechMW way. Linux is an interesting piece of software, I'll give you that, but this is... I have a headache, I am hungry, I haven't had lunch yet. No screens found. Well, you know what? We're done. We're done. We are done. Whatever version of Linux this is, doesn't have proper graphics acceleration for this G3. So whenever I booted into StartX before, it just turned the screen off completely. And then I tried modifying it and now it's saying there's no screen. And as you can see, there is a screen. It's very unfortunate that I couldn't get proper Linux working. I mean, I have installed Linux. I've got Debian installed. It's just not a graphical user interface, which is kind of what I wanted, but I think this is going to be the best we can do. I'm going to have to fix this now and get OS X Panther back on it. So that's probably going to be another video because I know that was a faff to do the first time as well. If you enjoyed this one, please do consider leaving it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Also, don't forget to join the Discord server if you've got Discord. It's a wonderful place to hang out where we can discuss these things. And also, if you have any suggestions to do this correctly, you can let me know there as well. It's probably going to be quicker than commenting because I tend to check the Discord very, very frequently. All that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next TechMW video.